Alright guys, we are back, and it is time for a level up. Let's see what we're working with. Turn on dead, destructive wrath. Deal max damage for thunder or lightning. Ah, that's beautiful. Let's just prepare spells. Okay, so what do I actually want? Alright, so guiding bolt's good. Bad touch is good. Command's okay. Bless is a good concentration spell. It's just that it takes some action. Shield of Faith plus 2 AC is really good. It's actually very tempting. Sanctuary must have, and Healing Words must have. And that's what do I want to concentrate? Bless or Shield? I'll do Shield of Faith. Shield of Faith lasts all day. Doesn't cost an action to do it. But Bless is very good. Depending on the items I might acquire, I might have to change that up. Alright. Book, spell, book, spell. Fate, Sanctuary. Okay. A class action of Turn of Dead. There. Asking for all that stuff. Okay. According to
How much farther can I go?
There it is. Alright, there's 1 gold. I don't have infinite money, so I'm a little money grubber.
Traps, please. I have something to ask.
Yeah.
You're alive. I'm alive. How is this possible? I remember the ship. I remember falling. Then nothing. No, I don't recognize this place. But anything's an improvement on where we just came from. First things first, we need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads. You might want to reconsider calling her a friend. Looks like she ran off without us. We need each other, and we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company.
Alright.
One thing, just before we go. I wanted to thank you again for freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
Yeah, I'm sure you will remember that.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Let's level Shadowheart up, I guess. Guiding Bolt and Bad Touch. Healing Word. And Sanctuary, of course, and let's give you Bless. Bless is good. Do Shield of Faith because it lasts all day. Concentration spell? Yes. Okay. Bottle of water is good. And unlike the English, I can pronounce it. Bawa.
Something good here, I hope.
Don't sound like an idiot. I mean, hopefully I don't.
Fresh water. There must be a settlement nearby.
Also, scale now. Slightly better armor. Yes. Perfect. Let's see. There's a lot of ingredients right up in here. It seems every time I end up playing this game with other people, everybody just leaves it behind. It doesn't make you free potions. It's crazy.
More of those wretched things.
I might go camp real quick. Let's see here. What do I have in my little box? Just that? Like, that's definitely not correct. Okay. The dye looked really good though. I must. I was expecting all the things I got for buying the special super deluxe edition.
Can't risk being in open view.
It's super sad.
That's a friendly-looking shadow.
Shadowheart, where are you now?
Should mind my step. What do we have here?
Calm and quiet, that's the way.
What the crap?
Taking my time in the shadows. Breathe deep and move.
Here. Again, Firebolt's not really dealing damage. Firebolt
Stay back.
or
One strike could be lethal.
blowing up barrels. Now, since I'm in combat and Shadowheart is not and Shadowheart's hiding, I get to do whatever I want and he can't move until I'm done doing it. So, get her involved in this, and then she doesn't have anything else to
I
do.
can't even catch my breath.
And I can't quite reach him. Jump, take 1 damage, maybe lose concentration. Ooh, okay. Didn't have an action anyways.
You fight well. Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant prospect.
I've got a long road ahead.
Controlling her. Okay. Weird,
Mind my
weird,
step.
weird. Appropriate right now.
Open up.
Snow White just came out, and I hear it is selling out in the theaters, guys. Man. That's crazy. But the reviews I've heard is despite Rachel Ziegler being quite reviled in person and off camera, she's pretty good with the singing and the acting. And props where props are due if that's the case. I just don't think I can go see that movie because I know what Snow White is and I know what their idea of Snow White is. It ain't working. It just changed the entire story. Called it Snow White so that people that are old will think it's familiar and take their kids to go see it and spend money.
With a flick of the wrist.
But the thing is, you can't change the classic and then call it the same thing. I don't know.
Always room for more.
Like Lion King, they did the live action. They didn't change a thing, and it was great because they didn't have to change a thing. It was good. And didn't they even get the same dude to come in and do Mufasa again? I also heard Gal Gadot, who a lot of people like, sucked in that movie. Snow White, so I don't know.
Hurry! I've got one of those brain things cornered. There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
Yeah.
There. Can you see it?
Just a dumb boar. You're relieved until you see the flash of a dagger.
You can try. But first you'll tell me what you know. I saw you on the ship. You're in league with them, aren't you? Those tentacle... Ah!
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on? I'm not an idiot. It has to be those tentacled monsters. Something they did. they took you too. I saw it during whatever just happened. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies. A kindred spirit. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me.
Yeah.
Is that so? We clearly move in different circles. So, do you know anything about these worms?
Mm,
No. Of that much we can be certain. These worms are already affecting me. I can feel it. Now, what to do about it? I was ready to go this alone, but maybe sticking with the herd isn't a bad idea. Safety in numbers, after all. And I hate to turn down an invitation. All right. Maybe I'll see you there. Good luck.
yeah, never trust someone who can't look you in the eyes.
I want to have a word.
Dang.
The boar grunts and eyes you warily with its beady eyes. The boar shuffles its trotters, unsure. Then it dashes away into...
Okay. Trying to think of who I want to take with me.
Deep grooves in the mud around that rock.
Well, let me just say, I know who I don't want with. And that is the weak little male feminist baby boy, Astarion. He's got the rapey vibes. Among several other things that would annoy the hell out of me if I kept him with me. He's just annoying. He's nothing but annoying. A lot of people say he's their favorite, but he's just annoying.
There. A mind flayer. And it's hurt.
Yeah.
That thing's bound to be dangerous, even if injured. Best be careful.
Yeah, screw him.
Monster. Death is too good.
That was
for
almost
it.
max damage. That's phenomenal. That was great.
Dead goblins over there. Worth checking for supplies, maybe.
That was fair.
What's going on with that room?
You approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
anyone?
Of course.
Whatever you're doing is working wonders. Now a quick little pull should do the trick.
Okay. Man.
Oh. Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. Usually better at this. A bit shocked, but friend, it's a relief and a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the Norse Lloyd as well. And I can only assume you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region.
Of course.
The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as cerebromorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
You seem to know enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them. As we've established, few enough can. It's not exactly a common affliction. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon, too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together? Most excellent. A parasite shared is a parasite halved, or something to that effect. Oh, but before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone. It was an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. For I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
Of course. Well, Gale is interesting. I do like Gale. Do I want him to be evocation? Go full crazy with abjuration. And do the frost defense mage. Because that's good. See, if I'm doing lightning and he's doing frost, and we get them doused in water with Shadowheart. We're probably gonna be in good shape. Sleep or grease? That's a good question. Let's do sleep just to show it off. It's only gonna be relevant, I guess. These early levels. Everybody jump down here? Oh boy. They are decent at following me down. They're not decent at getting back up. So just teleport and get up here. And we're good. Okay.
Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad and twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
Yeah. Well, I tried.
Demaze, let's
No, I'm not leaving this fiend with a stranger.
kill then.
Your words flow to her, though you never speak them aloud.
I know what grows inside you, and I know of a cure.
Yeah.
We can't trust
That's
her.
very compelling.
Her kin nearly got us killed when they attacked the Nautiloid.
We can't trust her because of the actions of the people that look like her. That's a very compelling argument, Shadowheart, but you're wrong. Yeah. You're starting to see more and more why I don't like Shadowheart.
He's right. No one's safe if that thing goes loose. Not even us.
Damaze?
Enough. Lower the trap. Ready your blade.
And listen.
You've but one chance. Join me or die.
Lae'zel, with her many flaws, and there are, she's overly cruel because she was raised in an environment where she wasn't allowed to be anything but. However,
You lying rat!
where she can afford kindness, she is. She's not supposed to bring us to the creche. She's supposed to not tell us anything about purification. And yet, she will not only bring us there, she will also help us ransack the entire place.
Step by step.
Got to focus.
That's pretty compelling. To me, at least.
No mercy.
Think you can take me on?
He's one of the only people that has a lead on how to cure ourselves. She's taking a beating right now. Well, actually. Just gonna put them to sleep.
It shall be done.
Can't give up. Strike hard, strike fast.
Don't amaze, no. You didn't even see that. Okay. See how I didn't have enough movement to get there earlier, but then I jumped and I did.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
It is many things. A hatchery, a training grounds, a shelter. Githyanki protocol is clear. When infected with a ghaik tadpole, we must report to Augustil for purification. You may as well suggest a wyvern bow to worms. The cure I offer will suffice as thanks.
Man. Did
You
so
have made
mean.
an ally from Kresh Kalir. Few know such fortune. Call me Lae'zel.
I'll trust your judgment, but I won't trust her. Not until I've gotten the measure of her.
You've a sharp tongue, elf. Would that your mind proved its equal.
Half-elf. I suppose the finer details are lost on a creature like you.
Come. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. We will ask this Zoru where he has seen my kin. Indolence breeds madness.
Yeah. Do really like Lae'zel. Here's what I think I'm gonna actually do.
Have a lot on my mind and, well, in it.
We could really use someone
Hiding here.
with at least one level of rogue in order to be able to lockpick really well. And I really like monks, and I already
Don't waste a step.
kind of have the whole martial weapons thing down pat.
Just out of view.
How come that's not everyone sneaking?
Never wanted the easy path.
So what I think I'm going to do is have Lae'zel reworked. I think I'll start her off one level of rogue, and then I'm going to go all monk. And I'm just going to have to respec all four of these fools, because I think
How unseemly. Very well.
great. Their stats are certainly terrible. But they've got odd numbers all over the place on their stats, and for anyone that's played 5th edition D&D, you know odd number stats, like strength and intelligence and all that, are useless. They're completely pointless, except for a very, very, very few amount of things. Like, when I respec Lae'zel, I'm going to give her 17 strength, eventually. I think I'll respec her once she's level 5, because then I'll get a feat. Because Tavern Brawler will increase her strength by 1, and then it becomes an even number. So you just want everything to be an even number as much as possible. A 17 strength is virtually the same thing as a 16 strength. Except it cost you more points to do that, and you could have gotten more points in other stats. So, I just think that
Your behavior.
Don't mind me.
it's kind of pointless. It's very, very wasted. And every one of these fools has bad stats.
Can't afford to stay idle. Onward.
Ready for anything. Light steps.
he has 1 hit point left, huh?
What comes now?
It's a miss, Shard. Okay, so he firebolted. Doesn't have any more actions. He doesn't have really any strength, so I don't know how much extra movement a jump is. Maybe it's not even extra movement. It costs 10 feet of movement to jump, and you jump based off your strength. 1 damage. She's asleep now. Okay. Can I? Man, I would love to. Cannot. Dead. It's 2 hit points to do that jump. Yes. 1. Okay. Alright.
Ready. On I go.
Sleep is wasted.
I will ascend.
You can also jump. Provokes attack of opportunity. Well, that's confusing. Maybe because I'm in the way.
On my way. I was hoping she'd run down here trying to attack. That's cruel.
On my way.
Can't get her with that. Can't get her. Really? Okay. It's just a giant thing of can't do anything on it.
Swift and lethal.
Jump up here. Yeah, hello. Yeah.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Yeah, let's get that short rest in.
Welcome rest.
There.
Can't slow down.
Something I've also noticed people look over is this shovel. Handy dandy shovel right there. I don't know why people pass that up either. Just doesn't show up when you hit the button.
What's inside? That'll fit in my
Got some
pack.
ingredients up here too. Also, these vines annoy me to no end. Usually firebolt them. Just ever have to accidentally walk into them. I'm really, really looking forward to Withers though, because that respect cannot come fast enough.
That might be worth a look.
It is also crazy to me that he seems kind of optional. Like you could overlook him. I've never done that. And for me to science it, I would have to do it on purpose. I'd have to be very deliberate and see just what happens. Because, like, if I pass him up in Act 1 and I just get to Act 2, is he gonna show up for no reason one day and can't?
Seems
I have no
simple
idea.
enough.
I don't know. You would think something like that. But I kind of also don't know that he's that essential. He's very, very useful. You can respec with him, you can revive allies with him, you can... I mean, he's got so much utility, so much going on. But required. I don't know. At least for some quest lines, like Arabella's quest line. But, I don't know.
Thank you, Gibblebuck. Everything all right out there?
Of course. Of course. Oh. That's terrible. Absolutely atrocious.
And who are you? Probably your trap that did him in. Come through that door and you're getting a knife in the guts.
Dude, huh.
Can't keep me out.
Oh. Oh, I did it. This is why we need some. Of course.
It's a trap. Don't waste a step.
I have one spell slot for this whole fight.
My faith
Baldur
protects me.
has all 3 spell slots. Gale has 2 spell slots.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Keeping my head down.
That would leave me unable to do Sanctuary. Okay. Okay. Gonna go to camp.
Seems
I'm just gonna
simple
end the
enough.
day. Yep. I'm sure somebody wants to talk. Lae'zel talking about how weak we are. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
A monster forms inside us, and you think to be idle. I knew your kind to be fragile, but I didn't foresee the severity. Be quick about your rest. We must locate a creche. The parasites inside us do not rest. Even as we speak, they defile our brains and warp our bones. Take your rest. I will stand watch. Should a single tentacle split your skull, I will not hesitate to end you.
Of course.
Let's see what this does.
Oh, and then person that is the greatest.
What were you two talking about? I see. I'd be careful with Lae'zel. She's not of this world. I'd be surprised if our interests remained aligned. Let's hope we rapidly find a healer. You seem reliable. I think you know how important it is that we find someone who can cure us. Best if we focus on that. Good. We might even get lucky and find one right away. As I see it, we're overdue some good fortune. Rest well.
Little Miss untrusting of anyone at all. Not of this type. She's blah 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 blah. I don't like it. I'm gonna yank her right out of that cult though.
For the taking.
Okay, so the thing is, that barrel's now only gonna do that one dude in. This dude right there. How's he? He's right freaking there.
Something's wrong.
Oh, I almost got Alcid in there. Would have been interesting. Yeah, okay. Well. Okay.
The mission has to come first. Better tread carefully.
Okay.
Staying out of sight.
Bad for one's back, this. Nothing important is ever easy.
Yeah, you guys go right ahead. Do all of that. He's enraged. I could wait for Rage to end because he's taking half damage. Well, we'll just wait for Rage to end. He ended his rage. Okay. So it's a bonus action. I can hit this. That's my main action. Can't get her though, huh? Oh, yeah, I can. just House it getting one free shot instead of everyone getting a free shot, so I'm gonna do that.
This really isn't my forte.
Ready for anything.
Oh, that sucks. Oh, and you're just sitting right there in the freaking
Cloak and dagger. My favorite.
cool. Okay. So I'm actually going to have Lazelle open the door with her Pommel Strike. Standing right here.
I don't fancy their chances. Step to it.
Let's just underread it. It's dead. That's a 4. That's a 4. Perfect.
I am fury. I am death.
Not enough resources. Action.
May the dice roll in my favor.
A good amount of damage right there. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, but you weren't supposed to be able to hit him. Oh, wait a minute. You don't have any potions because you used them all in whatever.
Victory awaits.
Okay. One or the other, huh? and then this can turn. It's just water now. I don't think Gale's actually going to be in the middle of it. All right.
On the move.
Wasted action. Hiya. That is a tragedy. Yeah, and their buddy's blocking the door now. So. Oh. Oh. Interesting.
I am fury. I am death. Act fast.
Well, you're dead.
With haste.
Mm-hmm.
Time to strike. My path be true. Let's finish this. Got to press on.
Okay.
No one back home will ever believe this. Anything of use?
Enough time wasted. Battle awaits.
Send that to Shadowheart. This. Actually, let's do this. And then all that can go camp.
A long way to go still.
All
Doesn't
right.
have a freaking
Well, now.
crossbow.
Whatever
Sure,
comes,
a shield,
I'm ready.
yes.
Yes?
Eager
Kills
for
not
battle.
matter. Lazel.
Looking ahead.
Could use a shield for now, but that's going to change in a little bit anyways. And eventually she's going to be our throwing knife expert, but whatever. It's neither here nor there. Could use it. I'll just. You know what? She's
Like
gonna
it's
use a
must be
shield.
done.
Still alive, so that's progress.
It does look ridiculous. Okay. A lot of this stuff is junk. Yeah, I'm sure or sorry, Lazel. You're a trap disarming person. Okay. I don't want to spend too much time on that.
Let's have a look.
See, a lot of people also
Might be
miss
useful.
thieves' tools here.
Never wanted the easy path.
Guessing there's nothing really interesting here. Okay.
Better not be cursed.
I've played this plenty, so.
Something good here, eh?
But this game does get updates, so you never know. You're like, look, there's a new merchant in this room for no reason. It's very possible. I've seen much stranger things happen. You know what I would be curious though? What are some games that people have played that are so different from day one, it's kind of unbelievable? Like, what's some of the biggest now versus day one games you've ever seen? Just off the top of my head, I can think of a couple of things that have drastically changed since day one. The original Destiny, I remember playing that when it came out. Having a ton of fun. And then all the new stuff got added over each DLC. And drastically changed the world map, even. Like, the enemies you fight and what's showing up. When they had, What are those things called? I don't remember, but they had a bunch of fugly stuff growing on the map. A bunch of evilness. Like insect.
Something over there.
Oh, that's good. Little hives popping up all over the place. And it was at that moment I realized, like, if I had bought Destiny after all the DLC showed up, I wasn't there for day one, I would be a little confused. I wouldn't know what was old and what was new and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm not talking about like games that got DLC. Like Skyrim from start to finish, its first iteration. Generally, the map stayed the same. You could argue they added a castle, and well, they added 2 castles for the Dawn Guard stuff. They added an extra island, but they didn't. They didn't change Whiterun really. Whiterun's the same. I'm talking about games that changed, that don't look the same as day one. Not just added more stuff. So I'm sure there's some other stuff that I'm just not remembering right now.
Mine. Better be careful not to trigger that thing.
So, fun fact, there's a ton of traps, right? There's that trap and all over the place traps. This is the only thing that triggers all of the traps. So go here. You might disarm it, but it doesn't matter. Even if you set it off, even if you just open the sarcophagus, as long as you hit this button, it doesn't matter. You don't have to be good at thieves' tools to do it. Which is nice. It opens up some playthroughs where you don't have a rogue, which I don't, but I plan to. I do like unlocking doors and stuff. But if I wanted to have like a weird oops all fighters playthrough or something, and no one's like deliberately good at decks, lockpicking or whatever, be interesting. Not that I still couldn't try to disarm. Maybe if I'm not reliable. This game is covered in options. Ways to... Like, I can't even imagine... Like, think of what it would take to write out the pathing of decisions on a dry erase board. It would be crazy. Right? And I have seen some monstrous thing in this game about if you did this but didn't do this and then did this and didn't do this. Here's some dialogue you've never seen before.
Armed scribes. No
Some
sign of a
crazy
struggle.
stuff, man.
I wonder what was so subversive about their words that
You
they
can
commanded
tell
protection.
this game was a passion project. You can tell people cared a lot about this game to get it up and running and working and all the different things you can do in this game. You can just tell.
Jurgle, the scribe of the dead. This chapel must be ancient.
Glad you think so.
The inscription is in a language unknown to you.
Locked to keep the evil in, or the prying eyes out. Let's see.
Quite ready for you.
Alright, Gale.
This book is far lighter than it should be with such a massive lock.
That is a good roll.
As the lock opens, a loose page comes with it. Magic pulses from the parchment. What was once script is now an obliterated scrawl. You have a sense these are names, a list. But of what? Gods. These are the names of gods, once lost but now restored after the Second Sundering. The last three names in this book sit close together, but are so devastated by the scrawl as to be unreadable. Entire pantheons have dwindled and been reborn, silently recorded by this book.
Yeah, buddy.
Let's explore.
Still breathing, despite everything. Breathe deep and move.
I already looted this. Okay. Okay. We're gonna split everybody up.
Softer than a whisper.
I'm ready. Unnoticed. Good.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
Okay. So we'll have Lae'zel here.
Unseen.
We'll have Shadowheart here.
Need to tread softly.
Such an
And
undignified position to find oneself in.
here.
What to do?
Guess I'm gonna have me here.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
I'll throw this here.
Something.
He took 6 damage and gained 13. Opportunity attack. Okay.
Cloak and dagger.
Shadowheart.
My favorite.
Bludgeon this man to death, I think. Gale. Bludgeon this man to death, I think. Okay. Hiya, friendo. I'm just gonna be right.
Time to strike.
Perfect.
rook to queen 6.
Sure.
Come on, can't stay idle.
Now, I have done quite a bit so far with getting all this stuff set up down here. And I haven't done anything with my companions. The reason is because I'm going to respec them. So all the things that they currently have on them right now, all their abilities, all their spells, is going to mean precisely nothing in a little bit.
Let's light them up.
Don't see a huge point in spending the time doing that. If anyone was curious. I haven't forgotten, I just don't feel the need right now. Getting everybody else set up. Did he not have a turn?
Through.
Or is he just... Oh, he hit her. Okay. I didn't see it. Did that. Let's have you jump to here. And down. Ah. Didn't see it. Fair enough.
Still on my feet.
Perfect.
These things have stayed interesting.
Okay.
Have to keep going. What's that? A lot of effort to hide one sarcophagus.
Mm-hmm.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Here lies the guardian of tombs. Through knowledge comes atonement.
Okay. Extra spooky withers, let's do this. Creepy.
So he has spoken, and so thou standest before me. Right, as always. What a curious way to awaken. Now, I have a question for thee. What is the worth of a single mortal's life? Curiosity. Nothing more. Wilt thou answer my question? So, I ask again, what is the worth of a single mortal life? I am sure thou believest as such. Very well. I am satisfied. We have met, and I know thy face. We will see each other again at the proper time and place. Farewell.
It's kind of a bad question, Wizards. To be completely honest. So you asked, what's the worth of a single life? And I told you what it's worth to me. And because that's what I think it's worth, that is what it's worth. Now, what is the value of a cheeseburger? Well, I paid $5 for a cheeseburger, so it's $5. You know, that's a dumb question. It's very hard to rate wise statements.
I hear shouting up ahead.
It just is.
We should check it out, but be careful.
Can't help it, that was kind of a dumb question. Alright, this video's been going on for a while. I'm gonna run over here and snag this waypoint, and then I think the next episode's gonna be focused around the grove. We'll get into the grove and we're going to talk to all the people. And we're probably gonna go down there. And we're gonna respec everybody. That's why I haven't leveled up even though we're level 3 right now. So yeah, I think we have to catch you guys next time.